Hello, Senior Stoner fans. It's the real Senior Stoner back at you for your high five duo dab of the day. Today is Thursday. Hello, everybody. It's not all about you. So stop picking on yourself. Let's get started with today's topic. Thick-skinned. What does it mean to be thick-skinned? Well, and should we be thick-skinned? Here's an important rule for life, I think. It's not all about you. To develop a thick skin, first you have to remember that you're not the center of the universe. That's right. Sorry to say it. You are not the fixed point around which everything else in the universe turns. When you think someone isn't paying enough attention to you, you brood and brood, don't you? Take Mrs. Stoner for an example. Is she mad at me? Did I say something wrong? My gloomy thoughts intensify, so do yours, right? Leaving us emotionally crippled and thinking that we've ruined everything. Well, there could be a good reason for the inattention from the other person. Maybe the person's had a rough week at work. Maybe the person has 10 projects on their desk. Maybe they lost their job. Maybe they don't feel good. All of these things put that person in a foul mood. Maybe we think about it another way. Maybe that person's behaving badly and being a jerk. They're just not in a good mood tonight. But why are we fussing over it? Well, if that's how our mind works, how your mind works, we may need to look at something because we may indeed be overly thin-skinned. And some rethinking is in order. We may need to learn a few new skills and think outside of ourselves. Let's discuss a few things to help develop a thicker skin. Don't take things personally. Sometimes you may need to reframe a person's bad behavior by remembering that it's not all about you. Don't let others get to you. Refuse to get overly responsive to the negative feelings and provocations of others. Adopt strategies that regulate emotional arousal. Otherwise, negativity is going to hijack the thinking brain inside of the head. We got to try deep breathing or even declare a timeout. We got to find some way. And we have to remember that everyone gets rejected sometimes. You got to pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and move on. We can't be discouraged, even if it takes a few times to get it right. Because you got to remember, successful people are rejected over and over, but never stop trying. Think about it. When you're rejected or something doesn't go your way, maybe now we counterpose a new situation. Often the person declining your offer isn't rejecting you. That person may even want to hear another idea because successful individuals come back from rejection with new proposals. They're creative at coming up with additional ways to look at things and solve problems. I was the fireman. I was the guy they sent in when the billion-dollar customer with a B wasn't going to buy anything else. They say no. The buyer says, I don't want to deal with your company anymore, no matter what it was. They sent me in. I understood how he felt. A lot of customers felt the same way, but what we found is that our product line and our price points were the best out there. You see, we have to not hesitate to unstick a sticky situation. That's what we do. If you're discussing an issue and the conversation's going off track, stop that conversation. Restart it on the right track. I was famous in my meetings. As soon as somebody started talking in the back, I would do this. And you'd see heads turn around from the front row, second and third, fifth, all those rows, to look, where's the person that's stopping the meeting? Think about it. So maybe what you can say is this isn't going productively. Let's take it again from the beginning. Or maybe we could take it from the top. You see, It's our job to unstick stuck things. But we just can't be self-focused when we do it. If you do focus on yourself, you're likely to dwell on your shortcoming. It's human. Instead, let's think about our goals and what steps we need to get there. Remember, fingernails on the windowsill, in the room with the body, cyclical life. Two things when you get to the top of that circle: hope and opportunity. So let's not be self-focused, okay? Let's stop the self-talk. Counter the self-defeating self-talk with truth talk. Try it. You can be your own worst enemy. I know this for a fact. So let's give ourselves a break. And remember the key. Don't be afraid, no matter what your hair looks like. Don't be afraid or worry about looking stupid. If you're asked a question and you don't know the answer, you know how many people try to say wrong answers, wrong numbers, wrong specifications just to blurt out an answer? You simply say, I need to think about that and I'll get back to you. Or I need to look in the manual and I'll get back to you. I trained thousands of people over my lifetime. And the consistent theme in which I told salespeople to approach customers was in a downward look instead of an upward look. What I mean by that is you don't want your customer to think you're looking down at them. That customer wants to be the one in power. So with you not knowing an answer or two, instead of being smarty pants, you can dilute and diffuse the situation. It takes patience, and we have to learn patience. We have to not be as impulsive as we've been and not react as much to situations without giving ourselves time to cool off. Try not to be as quick as we've been in the past to blame. Try to recognize that other people have their ups and downs. And think about others. Remember, it's not about you. Enter social situations with this thought. Try this one. Try this one. You're going to enter a social situation, and you're going to ask yourself, what can I do to make all these people or that person I'm going to be seeing more comfortable? Think about what we usually do. Oh, I'm going to get into the situation. How am I going to be comfortable? What do I have to do to make it right for me? Oh my God, am I going to feel right? Am I going to be nervous? What's going to happen? Oh my God. You're always concerned about you. Guess what? Flip that flapjack. Flip it. Flip that burger. We're going to be concerned about them now. We're going to be concerned about others. So what does that tell us? It tells us that it's possible that to develop a thicker skin for yourself, you've got to have more concern and involvement with other people and what they want. What do you think about that? You know why? Because it ain't all about you. I should have a shirt that says it's not all about me, because that is the truth. That is the thumbtack in the wall right now. And I hope you enjoyed this discussion about thick and thin skin. We all need to thicken our skin up. This has been The Real Senior Stoner. Subscribe, please, to my channel if you enjoyed today's discussion. Send me your comments. I reply to everyone. And cheers with our high five dab of the day. Have a great one. Thanks for watching, everybody. Stay safe.